Okay, so hi guys, thank you very much for tuning in. Today is the Youth for Yemen fundraiser, and we're going to be talking about a subject very close to our hearts, which is Yemen. My name's Fozia, and I'm just going to pass you over to.
So my name's Ishmael, and today we are gathered to speak about Yemen, about everything that's been happening in Yemen. You know, we have been watching everything that's been happening on the news. It's been upsetting us, and we hope to create awareness after this little fundraiser event. We hope to raise a bit of money to help the civilians in Yemen, because Yemen's close to our hearts.
Yeah.
Fozia, isn't it?
No, it really is, and I'm just turning something down. Yeah. So yeah, it's really close. It's a subject that's affected all of us, just like the Black Lives Matter movement. It's something that we should all be thinking about and trying to raise as much awareness as possible for. So we've got a lot of amazing acts lined up for you, but just very quickly, we just want to talk about Yemen and what exactly is happening and just a few things so we can give you a bit more insight. So I'm just gonna go first. So the conflict in Yemen has made the country the worst humanitarian crisis in the world. So if you think about that, that's the worst crisis. That's 24 million people. 80% of their population is in need of humanitarian aid, and 12 million children are in need of aid. So that's 12 million children. That's bigger than the size of Australia. So that's a lot of people to be thinking about.
Yep. So yeah, what Fozia was saying. So 24 million people that's in need of some sort of humanitarian assistance. Now that's the one that's actually the population of Australia. But yeah, it's really upsetting to see, and like they've even got coronavirus right now, and that's only like made everything 10 times more complicated to where it already is. There's conflict, there's floods in Yemen right now. They even got locusts in Yemen that's eating up all the crops that Yemen are producing, and 500,000 children are severely malnourished. Now let's think about it. 500,000 people, 500,000 children are severely malnourished, and they're not getting the right nutritions whatsoever. But Yemen has a special place in our hearts, isn't it, Fozia?
You know, it really does, because even though we're all the way here in Slough, I feel like when something's going wrong in the world, we should all be thinking about it and we should all be finding out a way to help. We're all human beings at the end of the day, and we should all be trying to see what we can do to help. And even if it's not donating, you can raise awareness, you can post things. There's social media. So social media is our biggest blessing at this point. So we should be trying to help them in that way, I guess.
And I've even got a saying from our Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, and he said, "The best of Yemen are the people of Yemen. Belief is Yemeni, and I am Yemeni." And that's exactly what you've been saying. Like, we're all the way in Slough in the UK, but we still see what's happening in the news, and it's as if that's like our own family, and that's how it should be, because we are all one big family. You know, we're all human beings at the end of the day, and we should be treated as if how you want to be treated. But anyway, let's get down to the art. Let's get down to showcasing our talents. So we've got a special guest with us today. Her name's Jamaica. Now she opens all our empowered events, and she's very, very talented. But that's enough of me blabbing and that. So let's see what Jamaica can do, and let's see how good she is. And I want you guys to see how good she is.
Hi, Jamaica.
Hiya.
Yeah, what's up, Jamaica?
Yeah, not much. This is actually the first time I play guitar in weeks.
Okay, no, don't worry about it. You'll be great. Just whenever you're ready, just show us.
Yeah. So just give us a little introduction about what your piece is, how you got the inspiration.
Yes, so it's not one of my own songs. It's a song that I've kind of grew up on. It's like a reggae song that I put acoustically. It's about
reggae.
The injustice. The injustice and stuff in the police system in Jamaica, and also the violence and stuff that happened there. And I know that Yemen's been, I believe it's a 5-year war, is it now?
Yeah, but as you know, it's been ongoing before we were even born. You know, the events that.
Yeah. Exactly. So I was stuck between that and, this song mentions violence in it and about, innocent lives are taken away because, of the uncalled for violence. So I just thought that this is one of those songs that's kind of necessary because, it's called Serious Times because it's, basically saying we need to build together to help and try and end this, basically.
Yeah, exactly. So whenever you're ready, take it away. Blow us
Sorry,
away.
just a second. We just need to make you full screen. So if you just wait a moment, and then yeah,
Yeah, of
we'll get
course.
started. Just bear with us.
Technical difficulties. So how do we There we go.
There we go.
Whenever you're ready, Jamaica.
Great, thank you. Yeah. So na 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 na, oh boy. Na 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 na, yeah. These are some serious times. All I can see around us is just violence and crime. Full time for us to centralize, socialize, and realize. Let the sun shine throughout every day. Let the moon shine through the peaceful nights. Cause it's a 7-time rise and 7 times fall. But I don't really believe in them falling things at all. Life continues as it goes. If you really want to know the truth, yeah, the truth hasn't been told. No, 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 no. So I said, these are some serious times. All I can see around us is just violence and crime. Full time for us to centralize, socialize, and realize. Let the sun shine throughout every day. Let the moon shine through the peaceful nights. This is 7-time rise and 7 times fall. But I don't really believe in them falling things at all. Time continues as it goes. If you really want to know the truth, yeah, the truth hasn't been told. No, 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 no. Sometimes they say the peace is in everything, but could be the first sign of destruction. So when you wake up this morning, you better give thanks. You don't know if you're gonna live to see tomorrow. Life is much more precious than gold. Yeah. And if the truth hasn't been told, so I said, these are some serious times. All I can see around us is just violence and crime. Full time for us to centralize, socialize, and realize. Let the sun shine throughout every day. Let the moon shine through the peaceful nights. Cause this is 7-time rise and 7 times fall. But I don't really believe in them falling things at all. As life continues as it goes. If you really want to know the truth, yeah, the truth hasn't been told. No, 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 no. All the innocent lives, yeah, taken away. So I said, these are some serious times. All I can see around us is just violence and crime. Full time for us to centralize, socialize, and realize. Let the sun shine throughout every day. Let the moon shine through the peaceful nights. Cause it's a 7-time rise and 7 times fall. But I don't really believe in them falling things at all. So life continues as it goes. If you really want to know the truth, yeah, the truth hasn't been told. No, 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 no. Yeah, yeah. So na 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 na, whoa, whoa. Na 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 na, yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, that's it.
Bear with us. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
That was beautiful, honestly. Wow, that was amazing. Thank you
you.
very much for sharing your talent with us. Ishmael,
Wow.
No
what do
worries,
you think of
okay.
that?
Wow.
That touched me, honestly. That was amazing.
Wow. That's all I can say, Jamaica. Wow. You stunned us. You stunned me at least. I know. I've been reading the comments on everything, what everyone's been saying on YouTube as well. And everyone's saying you're amazing. You have an amazing voice. That was beautiful, Jamaica.
No, it was your talent.
Thank
Your
you,
talent's
thank you.
amazing, and it was very touching. And thank you very much.
So
No worries,
everyone,
thank you.
that was Jamaica, a Slough local. Can you believe that? A person from Slough has a voice like that. And yep. Thank you very
Everyone
much,
in the
Jamaica.
comments, make sure you give her a thumbs up and show her some love.
So where can we get at you, Jamaica? You got socials and any socials?
Yeah, I've got Instagram, and I have a Facebook page, but at the moment I'm kind of solely focused on my band.
What's your band
I've
called?
got it's called Kodama. It's kind of a punk rock, alternative, indie kind of band. I don't know what it is.
That's very nice, Jamaica.
Yeah, thank you.
No worries. Thank you very much for showcasing your talent. Honestly, we appreciate it.
No worries. Thank you for inviting me and having me on.
No problem. Bye bye. We'll see you later. Yeah.
Take care.
Bye.
Bye.
Okay, guys. Some very inspiring words from Jamaica.
So next, the next person that we've got is Sarah, and Sarah's going to be talking about Yemen. And so we gave you a small insight, but she's basically going to give you the bigger picture, show you try and explain to you exactly what's going on. So if you could all just listen carefully and try and understand exactly why we're doing this, and we'll just get her on now.
Hi,
Sarah,
Sarah. Can you see us? Everything good?
1 second, we can't hear you, Sarah.
How about now?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
we
a bit
can hear
better.
you. How are you?
Okay, cool. I'm good. How are you guys?
Good, good. So tell us a bit about yourself. Do you go to school or do you study?
Um,
Working?
yeah, so just finished year 13, going on to university next year. And the piece I'm doing is more or less kind of on the bigger picture, putting yourself in the Yemeni shoes. So that's all I'm going to say.
Okay, Sarah. Whenever you're ready, we're ready to hear. Everyone's waiting to hear what you have to say.
Okay, so
Slough, population 150,000. Many struggling with the repetitive tones of their lives, lack of electricity powering through their homes, lack of children to school, lack of supplies. You are privileged. You still have a roof over your head. But frankly, your neighbours aren't doing so well. You can help from time to time, dropping off a meal to their door. But you are unsure if you're able to keep this up for the next few weeks. So, the weeks surely do pass, and the pangs of hunger have now come to feast on you. The supermarkets aren't stocking up anymore. All so empty that even the big Tesco's has nothing left to share. You knew they were struggling before COVID, but now the reality hits that there's really nothing left. Doesn't get easier though. For the kids, the next generation, are not being educated anymore. It's not like the infrastructure is there to continue. Let's alone go online. You relied on schools to occupy them, take their minds off of the hunger, but there are no more teachers left to teach. But of course, that isn't the least of your worries. Even Wexham Hospital has been pushed to its capacity. There are barely any sanitary measures carried out. Of course, how can they? The very simple necessity of clean water is barely being supplied. But my apologies. Did I only mention Slough? I didn't mean the city with 150,000 people. I also meant the north, south, east, and west of England. I didn't mean 500,000 or 1,000,000, not even 10 million. For I mean 24 million of us, where 24 million are out of school, lacking food, and facing violence every day. For if this sheer amount represented a small year group of 100 people, you'd face 80 of your classmates needing aid, 60 having barely anything to eat, 58 not even having access to clean water. And you wouldn't even recognize 11 of your acquaintances. They are severely malnourished. But we are not 100 people, are we? So, as you're walking to your half-destroyed home, after your desperate search for food, with the daily airstrike booming in the distance, you begin to get angry. Angry for your neighbors who have been crying for help even though you can hardly help yourself. Angry for the many friends you've shared classes with, or even exchanged a small hello with, passed away before your eyes. You're angry because you realize there are people in countries out there who are letting yours go to ruins. Rich countries, for example, like Yemen, full of the most privileged people, with stable health systems and supplies of food, infrastructure that can so easily move online when it's needed. Because if the roles were switched and you were in that privileged position after living like this, you would be running to help and donate without a single doubt. You see, in Arabic, there's a phrase used to refer to others or other people, Bani Adam, roughly meaning children of Adam or built from Adam. Now, whether you believe in religion or not, this demonstrates that we are all connected and indeed equal as humans. For if or when it becomes you, starving or begging for help, you would want to be viewed and treated by other people as if you were equal to them, right? So, when will we start acting like it? Giving them the help that they deserve. For who says the roles can't be switched? And it can't be you one day. Thank you.
Wow, Sarah.
Just unmute it, yeah.
Wow, Sarah, what an amazing piece. I mean, I don't know about you, Fozia, but I thought I was actually like, the roles could so easily have been reversed. We could be there, they could be us, and it was just a genetic lottery. That's all it was.
Oh yeah, for sure.
We could literally be in their situation. Thankfully, obviously, we're not, but at the same time, we still have to kind of try and put ourselves in their shoes and understand. And thank you so much for sharing that with us. Honestly, it made me think. It made me think about what's going on and what I can do to help, and just what if it was my family and me in that situation. And honestly, it's difficult to think about. So thank you very much.
Thanks.
So we're just gonna end the call. Okay, sure. Never mind.
Okay, guys. So what we're gonna do now is we want to speak a bit more about Yemen and what's actually happening in Yemen, and who actually pays the cost of Yemen. And we all know that who pays the cost is the civilians, Fozia, and it's the people that are caught in the middle, who haven't done anything. They just want to live their lives and they get caught in the middle. It's caught in the middle.
And really, that's like with every war. So in wars and in situations like this, it's always the civilians who are paying the ultimate price, which is their lives. So very quickly, I just want to talk about a couple of things. So cholera cases are on the rise again.
Wait, did you say cholera?
Yeah.
As in like the disease that you can prevent?
Yeah. So it's a preventable disease, but it's on the rise again because they just don't have the correct sanitation. They don't have enough medics. They don't have enough sterilized equipment, and they're just facing shortages of common drugs. So like for us, we can just go to the shops now. You've seen people are fighting over things like paracetamol, toilet paper. Those are not things that they can get. They're not things that they can go ahead and just go to the shops and get. With only half of the country's 3,500 medical facilities fully functioning. So only half of those medical facilities are fully functioning. In a country that large, that's a very big problem, especially for people that are dying.
And let's just put this in perspective. So since 2016, there have been reported to be 2.2 million cases of cholera.
That's wow, 2.2 million.
SubhanAllah,
So
that's
when
mad.
we
That's
compare
mad.
that to maybe the UK, London, what's the population of London?
London, 6 million.
So that's what, a quarter of London, a third of London actually. My maths was a
third.
bit off there. A third of London having cholera. I think
Catching this preventable disease.
Yeah, exactly.
We need. Oh,
we'd be in another lockdown.
it's crazy.
It's crazy. But yeah, that's just a little bit more explanation on what's going on there, and just so many things that are preventable and that can be helped with your donations. Especially the charity that we're donating to is for medics, so it'll be able to give medical aid, and that's the most important thing because we need to understand the value of people's lives. And yeah, very quickly, we're just gonna go on to the next person.
So the next talent.
Go ahead.
So the next talent is Aditi. Now Aditi is only 14 years old, but apparently he's got some bars for us.
Yeah, his poetry apparently is amazing. He's only 14, and so let's just find him and see what's good.
Yeah, what's up, Aditi? Can you hear me?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. So what's this piece that you're gonna do then?
Wait 1 second. I'm so sorry. So basically, before we start, we didn't know that he was a girl. So on the thing, we were saying he's got this, but yeah, I'm so sorry about that.
That's no problem.
Just wanna put that out there, guys. It's a girl. But yeah, go on. Michelle.
So what's this piece that you're gonna be doing then?
It's a short piece about not only I think what's going on in Yemen, but also kind of why it's happening. So this is called The Cost of War.
The Cost
Should
of
I
War. Okay. So yeah, whenever you're ready, you go ahead and blow us away.
The Cost of War. In a population of almost 30 million, 80% should not need humanitarian assistance when that includes 12 million children. Distance does not grant us the bliss of ignorance. Our silence is dismissive. It is dangerous, and yet, in the face of the largest humanitarian crisis in existence, we are oblivious. Our news outlets display no interest, let alone resistance. This has become a normalized state of unrest, takes permanent residence beside a heavy heart and tight chest crisis. Expected, yet uninvited, unrequested visitor to our Insta feed, though the mainstream news teams wouldn't dare broadcast people in need, especially when it is this country permitting war upon the Yemenis, because through arms sales and technical assistance, this country has remained in a state complicit. Weapons used on innocent civilians are supplied from this United Kingdom. The attack on Yemen saw sales of UK bombs significantly risen. In 3 months, we went from £9 million to 1 billion. So when did it become okay for our nation to profit off the struggle of innocent victims? Thank you.
Wow, Aditi, what an
Sorry, I
amazing
can't hear
piece.
you.
1 second. I need to unmute us.
Wow,
Yep.
Aditi, how amazing. No, listen, I don't believe that you're 14. You're gonna have to show me some sort of birth certificate.
Proof.
Where it's like
Actually, a
complicit
few
and
weeks ago, I just turned 15. so-
Really, happy
Oh,
birthday.
happy belated birthday.
Thank you.
So that was amazing.
Thank
Yeah, I
you.
don't know what else to say about that. Do you have social media? Anything that we can check you out on?
yeah.
And I feel like everyone else needs to
I
check you out
post some
too.
spoken word on my YouTube channel,
Okay.
which is Save Our World. So, yeah.
That
Okay.
is amazing, Aditi, and I hope to hear
you.
from you soon. What an amazing piece. And a lot of the
Thank you.
comments have been saying what an amazing piece as well. So well done to you, Aditi.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you very much for your time. And we're gonna just go on to the next person. Ishmael. I don't know what to say about her. She's got bars.
She had bars indeed. Only
Like-
15 years old, you know.
15. No, she's gonna make it for real.
So Yemen. Fozia, do you know where the word Yemen, what the word's derived from?
I don't actually.
So the word Yemen is derived from the word yum,
Mm-hmm.
which means prosperity and success,
Okay.
and yamin, which means your Arabic's terrible, being on the right
I don't
side.
know Arabic. Okay.
So it's always been known, even the word Yemen, where the word came from, means prosperity, happiness, being on the right side. And you know, the Yemeni people, they are a good people. They've got beautiful hearts, and you know, it's really sad to see what's happening there right now.
100%.
But anyways,
Let's
who
go
is
on.
our next act?
Let's find out. Okay, so our next act is Hassan. He's a poet who actually performed for Princess Anne last year representing Akesarth. So he's up there with royalty. We're trying to be like him. So let's just try and get him up and see what he's got to show us.
Oh, I know Hassan. Man, like Hassan. What are you saying? You good, yeah?
Can't hear. We can't
Yo,
hear
you
you.
need to unmute yourself
And flip your camera too.
and turn your camera around.
This way?
Yeah, that's beautiful.
perfect.
So listen, what are you saying, Hassan? How you doing?
Yeah, so this is just, a spoken word piece on like the current conflict in Yemen and all the humanitarian crisis. So yeah.
All right, go on, Hassan. Listen, I know you're good and that. So listen, take it. So wait, you performed in front of Princess Anne last year. Is that true?
Yeah, it was a good experience. So yeah, it was. I haven't performed in a while actually, but yeah, that was one of my big performances. Yeah.
All right, go on, Hassan. Blow it away right now for us.
All right. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Yemen al-Jannah hadid dunya. Help us because I can't breathe. I can't breathe because every soul breath feels like fruit. For you killed me, but my Ummi promises me my tight chest will find relief. She says, once I grow wings like her, I won't have to wallow in my own grief daily because I can't hear. I can't hear because the sound, the rumble of devastation through airstrikes and conflagrations is a confirmation they disregard life. So, missile me, I won't resume your arm cells because I believe our arm is being blown off. It's insignificant to your regime, right? Sorry, just pack me in another one of your body plastic bags because remember the blood down our wrists, our malnourished rupturing hips and these perpetual shackles you never lift. Remember it because my Ummi promised me one day I won't have to lull myself to sleep with the twisted lullaby of another child's scream. Won't have to pray every spare second. Ya Allah, Ya Rahim, save me. I can't see or feel the same. Your coalition has left my youthful eyes downtrodden, accustomed to the constant sight of rubble. My bare feet once striding the market streets, watching uncles chew their daily intake of plants, to watching their limbs in rubble in the remains of Sana's villages, a bloodbath. But my Ummi promised me that one day I'll have a chance to experience beauty greater than the fallen island of Socotra, for things to change. No more awaiting food parcels and pain, no more porcelain bones, more brittle with every inhale, no more control coveted by the ones brought to shame. Ummi is dead. I am broken, empty. I try to smile, but my heart is heavy. The only remedy is faith in Allah and the ineluctable taste of Ummi Sidr honey. We await the Western countries to help us, but they too feed into this authority. Yemen, our paradise. The paradise of this war is falling in inferiority. Help us. Yemen al-Jannah hadid dunya. Thank you.
Wow, that was beautiful.
Hey, is that you, yeah, Hassan? What an
Yeah.
amazing piece,
Thank you.
man. What
That
an
was
amazing
beautiful.
piece.
Thank you.
I mean, we missed a good portion of your act as well, but it still made it up. You still made up for it because the rest of it was just as amazing. Hassan, that was a
Yeah,
great
man.
job. You got them bars, man. You got them bars.
Yeah,
So
thank
do you
thank
have like social media or anything like that? Anywhere we can find you on, see a bit of your work or anything?
I've just got my main Instagram account. Like I'm _ Hassan Faz _ I don't really post my spoken word everywhere, but I still come to the empowered events from now.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we
every
can
month.
catch you at the Empowered events, yeah?
Yeah, 100%.
Man, like. Hope to see you soon then, Hassan, yeah?
All right. See you. Thank you.
Take care.
Thank you very much. Okay, guys. So we've actually raised £75 so far.
What?
Yeah.
How much?
£75.
Wow. Thank you very much, guys.
Yeah.
We didn't think we'd get that much. We thought maybe
Not-
a tenner.
We're not
But-
even we're not even halfway through. So £75 is amazing. Keep pushing, keep promoting, and yeah, let's try and get it to a good amount. I'm not
Because
gonna
the
set a time
Yemeni
on it.
people do deserve it.
They do.
24 million people in need of humanitarian assistance. That's basically the size of Australia, guys. And for what? What crime have they committed? You know, like we've spoken about the Arab Spring. Like, do you remember the Arab Spring,
Yeah,
Fozia?
I remember the Arab Spring.
Exactly. And you could like it's exactly the same as the Black Lives. Well, it's not exactly the same as the Black Lives Matter movement, but you know the principle is there. The people just were fed up. They wanted change, and you know.
They were met with violence instead. So it's like you want change, and then you get violence. You get bombs thrown, missiles, children dying. It's a lot. It's a lot for them. They're losing their families. Parents are losing their children. Children are losing their parents. It's just a very heartbreaking situation for them to be in, and it's not something that we'd wish on anyone. Or yeah.
And the Yemeni
It's
people,
sad.
you know, yeah, they don't deserve it at all.
Okay, so yeah, the next act is Sana. We're just gonna try and get her up now. She's gonna be talking about just a second. Yeah, she's gonna be talking about Yemen and the need for this event. So she's gonna talk about exactly why we're doing this event, what we need to what we need to do to raise awareness, raise money, and just what exactly is going on. So let's try and get her to join now. Hi,
Sana.
Sana. Can you unmute yourself, please? It's okay.
Hi guys.
What are you saying, Sana? Listen, don't worry about it. Don't be nervous. I can see you're a bit nervous, but listen, it's just a conversation between you and me. That's it. All right? Just think about it like that.
Right.
So listen, what are you gonna show us today?
I don't know. I just came up with a couple of lines because I'm used to like just talking out my heart because that's what I do. But I have got a little speech prepared, but I'll just share that and then we'll go.
Okay, no worries.
So, okay.
So listen.
Yemen's lives matter.
Wait, just hold up for 1
Can
second.
you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. Just hold up for 1 second, yep. So listen, you go start whenever you want to, yeah. We're just gonna mute ourselves.
Okay. Yemen lives matter. The cries of children for food. When will they get their one good meal? That one good meal from London, which is a good £2, but which is around 655 Yemeni riyal. The largest humanitarian crisis, but yet such oblivious and ignorance. The screams, the cries, the yells. When will the day arrive that parents will no longer have to sacrifice themselves to feed their children? The luxurious beds we sleep on and the peaceful melody we sleep. But what's that? What's that? A cold ground with bombed rooms and airstrikes falling, gun sounds and bomb strikes in the morning rise, but not the fantasy of rainbows and trees. Help, help, help is what they're asking. The famine, the cholera, the war, the coronavirus, how much more? 24 million innocent civilians need us more than anything. They are done and they need us. So, that's it.
Wow, Sada. When did you
can't
make?
hear you guys.
Wait. Give us a second. Unos minutos, por favor. Can you hear us now?
Yeah, I can.
What an amazing piece, Sana. So listen, I thought you said would you just make that today, just now?
Yeah, it took me like 2 minutes.
What, so you're a bit of a poet, yeah?
Yeah, here and there, side by side. Yeah.
So what do you think about? Sorry, carry on.
I found this whole concept really amazing because I just dropped a podcast just today about talking about the lack of media coverage because I noticed how everyone was sharing about it and all the protests were being shared, but no one was doing enough and we weren't seeing mainstream media like talking about it, and to see people from Slough to get together and talk about it, just it was like, oh my god, great.
We're
amazing.
doing our bit,
Yemen
Sana.
leader.
We're doing our bit, and that's all we can do.
Yeah.
That's what we do. You do your bit, and that's it. But thank you very much, Sana. You talented individual. We hope to see you soon.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Take care.
So we've got £105, Ishmael.
What? 105 quid?
£105. So keep going. Justgiving.com/fundraising/Akesoth and make sure you donate.
All right, but where's the money going, Fozia?
So the money is going to medics who will be basically delivering aid, medical aid, helping doctors. And basically the whole point is to save lives. So it's not about anything more than that. It's just about saving their lives, which is the most important thing because they're paying the ultimate price at the moment.
Yep, exactly.
Let's go on to the next act. So the next act is Rebecca. She's actually a poet and a rapper. We need more females in the rap game, I can't lie to you. So yeah, she's it says Beetroot Apprentice. So I'm not sure exactly what that is, but I will ask her. Hi Rebecca.
Hello,
Hi, how are you today?
I'm good, thank you. Yourself?
Good. My name's Fozia. I just want you to tell me a little bit about
Oh,
yourself.
I can hear myself back.
Okay, one moment.
Oh, one moment. Let me go, sorry.
Okay, can you hear me now? Is everything good?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So just tell us a little bit about yourself. What do you do? It says here that you're a Beetroot Apprentice. Just tell me more about what that is because I kind of said it in a way where I didn't know exactly what I was talking about. So it'd be good to get some insight.
Sure. So, a Beetroot Apprentice is basically somebody who takes part in the Beetroot sessions, all the different sessions that we run, which is currently on Zoom, but usually at the Curve in Slough.
Okay.
And just taking part and helping like the members of staff with if they need like anything, doing like sort of being a right hand man, you know, but also just sort of being support for like the young people if they need anybody to talk to about anything they're going through, or even just not on such a deep level, but if they need help with like a task that we're doing or whatnot.
Cool. So
just
tell us,
sort of to be an extra pair of hands.
So tell us about this piece that you've made then.
Sure. So the piece I'm going to be performing today is called Boys Can't Cry. And I chose this piece because I feel like regardless of whether it's one individual person going through something or a whole wide group of people going through something, I feel like there's still a notion that men shouldn't show their emotions. And I feel like at such a turbulent time, it's sort of, it seemed fitting to be like,
yeah, exactly.
no matter what's going on,
yeah,
you should be able
exactly.
to express exactly how you're feeling.
So Rebecca, whenever you're ready, take over the show.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Boys can't cry, can't be shy. Don't you try, don't defy, just dignify and signify that in this fight, the boys are stronger. The men are tougher, they fight longer. They feed off hunger. They are roaring lions in the heat of summer. They can't need their mothers, for they have their brothers, don't need no others. For love is mothers, and we must smother. No, we must not smother now. Please don't smother these mighty kings of kings, for that is what they are, fighting better than the rest, you say, but they must not show their scars. Scars are a weakness, and those they don't possess. For boys and men and boys are less fragile than the rest because you say so. And that's what they've been told ever since the scan that showed genitals till the days they're grey and old. They've been told to hide it, not show it on their face. Better leave it on the pillow now. Don't take all that to your first place because there's no room for feelings here. You've an image to uphold. Make sure the people hear your voice and do as they are told, for the world keeps on turning and life, it never stops. So you've got to show the world that as a man you are on top, that as a man you are immortal, you're tough down to your soul, you know your worth and show your worth. As a man who plays his role, you must fight your corner, always protect your own, because if you cannot do these things, are you really the man of the home? Are you really a real man if you do not stand your ground? Are you really a real man if they do not hear your sound? Are you really a real man if you're not what a real man should be? Are you really a real man if instead of fighting you plea, if instead of fighting you're crying and you've left your facade on the floor? Does this mean they're no longer who you want you to be? Does this mean you're a real man no more? Does this mean you are less of a person? For you couldn't live up to their asks, for you couldn't live life in the way they deemed right, for you couldn't complete all the tasks that were set by the real men before you, the ones who drew swords from old stones, the ones who ruled countries, beheaded their wives and cried not or badly smashed bones. So I ask, are you a real man? Because real men don't give up the fight. They have to keep going, facade still in hand, whilst they spew lies of being right. While they spew lies of how they are golden, like sunlight on freshly poured beer, while others seek help when they need it the most, or at least talk to people who will hear the struggles of which they are facing, the ones they are fighting alone. But you see, you know that real men do that if they are the men of the home. So go take your tears somewhere else, little boy. Run along now and play ball. Go take your tears somewhere else, little boy. Create a fake goal from the wall. Go take your tears somewhere else, little boy. For a little boy is all you will ever be. Because a real man never gives up his fight, and you won't ever see a real man who will plea. So go take your tears somewhere else, little boy, where we can't hear such pathetic, small cries. Go take your tears somewhere else, little boy, to the people who will see through your lies. Go take your tears somewhere else, little boy, because a little boy is you'll ever be. They tell you this time and time again, don't they, boy? But I assure you, you're a real man to me. Thank you.
Hey, Rebecca, wow, what a nice piece.
Ishmael, how did that make you feel as a man?
Well, do you know what it made me feel? Yeah, it made me feel like to like show my emotions a bit more, I guess. I think that's what you was aiming for, innit, Rebecca?
Yeah.
And it is a good message, you know. What do you think, Fozia? Do you like it when a man cries?
Of course, I think it's very important for people to get to show their emotions, to just, we're all human at the end of the day, boy, girl, doesn't matter. Everyone should show their emotions. So thank you very much.
You know what
for
it is?
sharing
I
that.
think emotions make you what's human, innit?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Thank you very much for
Thank
that.
you very much for that one.
That
Nice
was
one.
amazing.
Thank you for having me.
No problem. Take care. Bye bye.
Take care. Bye-bye.
Ishmael, very quickly, just want to let you know we've raised £150.
100 and what?
£150. Do a little
150
dance.
quid?
Yeah, we're waiting for
Hey,
a little
listen,
dance from you quickly.
Listen, I promised Fozia, yeah, that I'll do a little dance
Yeah, he did.
if we get more than 150 quid. So it's at 150 quid. It's not over 150 quid.
All right,
Wait,
guys.
let's ask Rob. How much is it? Is it over 150? It's 160.
Quickly,
I
you have
gotta
to do
a
it. You have
dance.
to do it. Go on.
I'm gonna do my little dance, yeah.
In the camera.
Wait, cameraman. 150. Oh, 150.
We're seeing some dad dancing going on there. Thank you very much for that, Ishmael. Okay, so next we've got a poet who goes by the name of Naman, but he's got a stage name, Mr. Nom Fom.
Mr. Nom Fom.
I don't know if I pronounced that properly, but we will ask him. So let's just get him up.
Hey yo, Mr. Nom Fom. What are you telling me?
Oh.
What are you saying?
Yo, oh snap! You know what? I got my laptop on a Krispy Kreme box and that, yeah, because I was like, the angles ain't working here. What's everyone saying? You look good, yeah?
Yeah, we're good. How you doing? You good?
I'm good. Just selecting all of that.
Alright, so listen, I
There
want to
we go.
know where Mr. Nom Fom came from. Where's the inspiration
You know what?
from
It's
that?
a very lackluster story, man. It's not even worth the time, bro. You'll probably lose the donations if you hear it. People are gonna be like, that was damn satisfying. You know that.
Alright, so listen, what's this piece that you're going to be doing then?
You know what? It's like Rebecca was saying, like, you know, you're a grown man, don't cry, this, that, like all of that. And then like at the end of it, it's like, you know what? Let your emotions go and stuff. You know, so it's basically a bit like that. Over the years, I've learned that it's okay, like, not to be okay. You don't have to firm everything in it. So yeah, that's what this one's about.
Alright, go on. Whenever you're
It's
ready.
not got a name. I wrote it today.
You wrote this today?
Yeah.
Wow. Wow, I didn't know we had this many talented people in Slough, you know, in the SL1
This is a short
postcode.
one.
Alright, listen,
Cool.
show us your little satin. Whenever you're ready, take us away.
Cool, bro. Bismillah. It's clear to me I'm not safe in my dreams. I've got no stamina for the chase, it seems, and everything's a haze. Even though they opened the door, I chose to stay, trying to maneuver out this maze. Something about this dreamscape, nightmarish-filled cage that I just couldn't explain. I mean, the memories weren't the same, and the people involved were far from sane, but still, I chose to stay. I woke up with my chest feeling tighter than it ever felt in a while. Guess the silver lining here is that feeling proves I'm alive, even though I almost died, in my dream, that is. I think a part of me is still there, guarding the entrance to my deepest fears. And if they let me in, the next time I go visiting, the dreamscape might greet me with its devilish stare. I care, really, I still do. But I've been forced to continue to move. The fear of being stagnant is what keeps me alive. Being comfortable is not good enough. I need that constant drive. And that's me. Told you it was a short one.
Wow, Newman, that was.
I can do another one if you lot need me to.
Wow, Newman. Even though it was short, snappy, and sweet, mate. That's how we like them. I mean,
I appreciate that.
Listen, I like that little bar, man, where it says, you know, I chose to stay. Like, regardless, like, because you know, how many Yemenis are in need of humanitarian assistance?
24 million.
Exactly, 24 million people, and you know, most of them, I would even say it's not even their choice. It's not even their choice to leave because they don't have family elsewhere. Yeah. They don't have the money to leave, and you know, some people they have to. You know, they have to live and suffer. And it's like it's almost like a curse, basically. And you know, there's 24 million people living it like that. Yeah, it's upsetting.
And what was their crime, bro? Just being born, like
exactly the genetic lottery, fam. We could have easily been there, and you know, we have to appreciate what we have and everything.
Thank you very much for your time.
You're welcome. Thank you for having me.
No worries. Thank you very much. Yeah. So, is there any socials that we can find you on? Anywhere that people can see your work?
Probably Instagram is the best one. Just Mr. Nom Fom, MRNOMFOM.
Perfect. Okay, that's a pretty easy one, guys. So yeah, check him out on there. And yeah, thank you very much for your time. And we're just gonna go on to the next person.
Take care. Yeah.
Take care. Assalamu alaikum.
Boy, we've got so much talent in Slough, you know. Yeah,
I'm actually shocked. I can't lie.
Exactly.
I didn't think it was like that.
Wow, it's mad. But listen, let's give another fact about Yemen. I think we want to give another fact about Yemen. You ready for that? Yeah. You ready for it, Fozia?
I'm already out of fact, but yeah, go on.
All right. So, did you know that the root of all Arabs, where Arabs trace their lineage from, is all the way back to Yemen?
I actually did know that. Yeah.
It's a very, very ancient country. You know, ancient people. And you know, as the story goes, the Prophet Ishmael, he married 2 women from Yemen, and that's where he learned Arabic, archery, and horse riding from. And it was from the tribe in Yemen. So Yemen's a very, very ancient country.
Yeah. Okay, so thank you, Ishmael, for that fact. Let's go on to the next person, which is Ruqayya. So Ishmael gave you a little fact, but she's going to tell us some more about Yemen. She's going to give us some information, explain to us exactly what's going on, and just give us more insight. And I feel like every person that we've had has told us something more, the ones that have been speaking about it.
Even I've learned something new today.
It will be good to hear what Ruqayya's got to show us. So let's have a look.
Hey, Ruqayya.
Can she hear us?
Hi.
Hi, Ruqayya.
Can you hear me?
Yes,
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you as well.
That's good. So, how are you doing, first of all?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm not too bad. So what are you gonna do for us today?
I wrote a little speech, so I'm just gonna say that.
Well, so whenever you're ready, take it away.
Okay. Hi everyone, I'm Ruqayya and I'm a volunteer at AICSOF. Young people at AICSOF have been discussing what's going on in Yemen, and I just wanted to share some words with you about the situation there. It's really important to understand what's been going on in Yemen is a crisis. 80% of the population in Yemen are in need of humanitarian assistance. That's over 24 million people. Of those, 12 million are children. It's hard to even comprehend their reality of pain and fear and homelessness. 10 million children do not have access to healthcare. And with the continuation of conflict, many urgently need medical attention. Cholera and malnutrition pose huge challenges to Yemen's healthcare system. And COVID, well, that's only made things worse. There are real fears about the future. We can help Médecins Sans Frontières, Doctors Without Borders. They have treated over 1 million patients in emergency rooms since 2015 and work across 12 hospitals in different regions of Yemen. They are extremely worried about the impact of COVID-19. Their 15 intensive care beds in Sana'a, the capital, were full for most of June. You can help by donating via the Just Giving link that is being shared in the comments. The violence and conflict in Yemen mean that many schools and hospitals have been destroyed. Do you know who is fighting in these wars? The kids, the ones who do not have access to education. Can you imagine fighting in a war, but instead of killing soldiers, you're killing kids? This is leading to diseases like cholera and more recently coronavirus having a huge detrimental effect and impact on people's welfare. Before COVID-19, around 2 million children in Yemen did not have access to school. Now that number has nearly tripled, and 7.8 million kids have no access to education. In this country, we were able to adapt, jump online and access school through platforms available. It was a bit inconvenient, but we still had access. These children and young people do not. In addition to the problems around education, healthcare, and COVID, nearly 2.4 million children under the age of 5 are suffering from acute malnutrition. Child malnutrition rates in Yemen are the highest in the world. These facts are shocking. This shouldn't be a reality in any part of the world. Although we do not always see what is happening in Yemen, we can spread awareness, donate, and make a difference. So please donate using our Just Giving page to help Médecins Sans Frontières, Doctors Without Borders, with the fantastic work they're doing. On our page, you can find out more information about their Yemen appeal. So no amount is too small. Please make a donation if you can. Thank you.
Unmute.
Wow, Rakeya. Wow, Rakeya, what a lovely speech. I just want to talk about one aspect in particular. The amount of children that are out of school. What was the figure that you said? 7.8 million,
I said
was it?
7.8 million kids do not have access to education.
Can you imagine that for us? Just 7.8 kids just chilling.
Just chilling, not going to school, not having any access to any education. I can't imagine it, to be honest. And it's not really chilling, actually, to be honest. It's because they can't. They want to go to school, but they actually can't. So yeah, that's,
and we just take our education for granted
properly. Like, I used to be so naughty in school, never used to pay attention in class, and now I think about it, I'm like, all these people that can't go to school, and if I was in their shoes, I'd probably be dying to go to school, dying to learn to read and all of that. So yeah,
and it's not even that, like, if they're not in that environment of in a school environment or education environment, like,
school teaches you a lot, though.
Exactly. What are they going to be doing? They're going to be on the streets, and what's happening in the streets of Yemen? There's conflict. There's Kalashnikovs everywhere. There's, fights happening everywhere, and
yeah, they don't go to school. They go fight in the war.
Exactly.
Yeah, like, imagine
got
that
children soldiers.
11-year-olds like, imagine an 11-year-old, a 10-year-old being a soldier. Like, that's crazy.
And I was reading an article the other day where, the city of Taiz in Yemen, imagine it's got a population of 3 million people, and you know who's the governor of that city? An 18-year-old kid.
That's crazy.
18-year-old soldier.
Yeah.
And he's settling the disputes about men, and he's extorting the shops and all commercial sites with his goons and that. And that's upsetting.
So just explain to them what goons means, because you're using some,
like, he's going with his henchmen to like go hitting up every single shop, hitting up every single house, and tell him, listen, if you don't pay up, this is what's gonna happen. Just threatening them, extorting them. And this is what's happening in Yemen right now in a sea of 3 million people.
Injustice. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you very much, Rakeya. That was beautiful. That was a beautiful speech from you, an eye-opening speech from you. Let's have a read a couple of the comments what everyone's been saying about your lovely speech. They said, the Queen. Well done, Rakeya. Absolute smashed it, Rakeya. The impact, and just well done. And I think your speech had done something with raising the amount of money that we've raised. You know how much money we've raised now, Fozia?
Yeah, I actually do. It's £205. So we're £45 away from our target. So please keep donating.
You played a role in that, Rakeya, and I'd like to say a big thank you to everyone else for donating. Thank you very much. This money will be going to a good cause. Where is the money actually going to be going to, Fozia?
So it's going to Medics With Borders. So for any of you that have just tuned in, that's basically doctors who are going to be helping people, children, adults, anyone sick, providing medical aid. The country doesn't have the correct sanitation, doesn't have the correct medical stuff, like what's what's that word?
Humanitarian assistance.
That's the one. That's the word.
Come,
yeah.
should we, if we're gonna learn anything today, let's learn how to say humanitarian.
All right. Thank
You ready for
Yeah.
that, Fozia?
Yeah.
Humanitarian.
All right. Yeah. Let's move on. All right. Thank you very much for that. I really
Thank you
appreciate
very much,
it. That was
Ruqayyah.
amazing.
Beautiful work.
So,
So
Sorry,
sorry about that, Ruqayyah. You
If
went
you're
to
in the
say
middle of saying something, just comment it and we'll have a look.
Yeah, we'll say what you we said. We'll say what you said
Okay.
out for
So
everyone.
Ishmael, do you want to introduce the next act?
So who we got next is a very special young lady. Now she hosts most of our empowered events. Her name is Saleha.
Saliha.
Saliha. That's the one.
She goes by the name of Sal though.
Sal.
Yeah.
So we can call her Sal. Whoa,
Yeah.
let's
ask her, but I'm sure we can call her Sal.
Gang?
Hey, what's up? Can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. So, what's your name?
I'm Saleha, but I think most people know me as Sal.
Okay.
Told you.
All right. I just wanted to confirm that, Sal, before I was calling you something.
No, it's cool. Yeah, whatever.
So
as long as when I'm getting paid, the check goes out to Saleha, it's all cool. Whatever you want to call me.
So I can see that you're a regular host of Empowered. So can you tell us what Empowered is real quick? Empowered Slough.
Yeah, of course. So Empowered is, well, before Corona times, it was a monthly spoken word event that happened on the first Saturday of every month at the Yes Shop in Slough, which is the bright orange shop opposite where the old Costa used to be, next to where Robert Dias used to be. And during Corona times, we are hosting like weekly workshops. So, for example, Desiree, who's going to be a performer, who'll be performing hopefully later on, I believe. She does a workshop every Thursday. And I myself, I run a workshop in collaboration with Beetroots, who Rebecca spoke about earlier, every Tuesday. So poetry workshops. So if anybody's interested.
So is that your craft then? Are you a poet? You're a poet, right?
Yeah, I'm a poet.
And so what's this piece that you're going to be doing for us today then?
So I was quite stumped because I didn't know what to perform, and I wanted to write something new. And for me, something that's really important about poetry is that it needs to come from the heart, and it needs to be something that you're very passionate about. And you need to be telling a message and a story. And something that a lot of people might not know about me is I love fairy tales. I think that fairy tales they were a really big part of my childhood. But actually, like at university, I looked in a lot of depth at fairy tales. So I kind of wanted to play that into my piece today. So try something a little bit different for myself.
All right, no worries then. So whenever you're ready, take it away.
Thank you. Also, before I begin, I'd just like to say I know how difficult it is to be on the other end, like where you guys are, and I think you guys are doing such an amazing job. So well done. You're just smashing it out of the park. You're naturals.
Thank you.
All right, so whenever you're ready, you go ahead.
Thank you. Once upon a time, imagine. All it was 3 taps on the magic rectangle. It's like,
and everything. Just bear with me for one moment, and we're gonna have to ask you to try again because it all jammed up. So all right, whenever you're ready, go ahead.
You ready?
Yeah.
Good. Okay. Once upon a time, there lived a man who, in his garage, with the help of his parents, built an empire that brought him fortunes beyond what you could imagine. The world they no longer had travel. Was 3 taps to receive your heart desire. If you're the everything married us and things lost their purpose. He made money as job. But the man quite hard.
One second.
Can you hear me?
We're so sorry.
Is it frozen?
Yeah,
Yeah, it
no,
keeps-
we just can't hear you, so it keeps breaking up. We're really sorry about this.
How? Well, every time we unmute it, everything's cool.
Okay, 1 minute.
Are you using Wi-Fi?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you know what? We'll give it a go.
Do you want to go to the next performer and then come back to me and I will sort something out?
Yeah, that's great. Thank you very much. We'll do that and then.
It's all right.
Yeah, sorry about that, but it's just
It's
we literally
all right,
can't hear.
guys.
We can't hear it properly.
We're gonna
so-
see your talent later. Don't worry, 100%.
It's cool.
All right.
These
All
things
right.
happen.
Thank you.
Yeah. See you in a bit.
Bye bye.
So who we got next? Wait. Hold up. Listen, I heard that we raised some more money.
254.
200 and what?
So we hit the target now. So
So
guys, we need to go above and beyond. What are you saying? 300.
listen.
Let's put it to 300 for now.
For Yemen. This is for the 24 million people in Yemen that need humanitarian assistance. There is more than 12 million children, part of that 24 million that need humanitarian assistance. And you know, as the youth, it is our duty, you know, to stand up and to do as much as we can, you know, and that's what we can do. We lead by example and we do what we can, and it goes from there.
Facts. Yeah, so guys, let's just keep pushing. 254. I think we can get to 300 by the next couple of acts. And then, yeah, how long is it going to be open for? The page? Yeah, so it will be open for a few days. So even if you don't donate today, you can donate in the next couple of days. Every little helps. If you want to donate a penny, if you want to donate £1, £10, £50, £100 if you're rich, go ahead. Okay, so the next act is... So this girl goes by the name of Flora. She's an amazing vocalist. I can vouch for her myself. I've seen her sing and she's honestly amazing. She's very talented. So let's just get her up and have a little chat with her.
What's up, Flora?
We cannot hear you, Flora. Are you
Wait.
muted? I think we muted you.
You've been unmuted. Oh no, I think you've muted.
Wait, just
Yep,
wait, yeah.
you've been
thank
unmuted.
you. Hi.
Hi, Flora. You
Okay.
all right?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
Good. Flora, tell us a little bit about yourself. I've already said that you're an amazing singer, but I want to hear it from you. I want to hear what you... There's a beat in my... Yeah, go on, tell us.
You want to hear what? Sorry.
Yes,
We want to hear your story. Tell us a bit about yourself.
My story.
Yeah.
Nothing really. I'm just from Slough, your average girl. I sing here and there.
Come
I'm
on, you
just
do a
working
little
at the
bit more
moment.
than sing here and there. Don't be
No.
humble with it.
No, that's all it is really. You know, I'm just gonna do a little something for you guys tonight. I think it's like really important what you guys are doing. You know, the world's not making enough noise for Yemen, so I'm really grateful that I've had this opportunity to do this, play my part.
So what's this piece that you're gonna be performing for us today? Then?
Oh, it's pretty much just a mixture of songs that I've just put together.
So you mashed it all together, yeah. So you basically
Flora mashup.
made
yeah,
the song.
it's got nothing to do with
Alright.
unfortunately.
It's a Flora mashup. We're looking forward to hearing it. Go on,
Alright,
it's
so
yours.
whenever
I
you're
hope
ready,
so.
yeah,
Okay.
you take it away.
Yep.
Purchase your tracks today.
Head down as I watch my feet take turns hitting the ground. I find myself in love racing the air, and I'm so in love. And love was right in my path and my grasp, and me, you belong.
Purchase your tracks
I
today.
wanna run, smashing into you. And baby, you got me. Ain't no place that I'd be with your arms around me. Back and forth, you rock me. Yeah. So I surrender to every word you whisper, to every door you enter. I will let you in. Hey boy, I really wanna see you so you can go downtown with a girl like me. Hey boy, I really wanna be with you, 'cause you're just my type. Oh na 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 na. I want a boy to take me over, looking for a boy to put your back up. Brown skin girl, your skin like pearl. You're back against the world. I never trade you for anybody else. Say brown skin girl, your skin like pearl. The best thing about the world. I never trade you for anybody else. Say, I wanna know what your name is. That you wanna song make you A-list. You can be the one who can say you are. I wanna know why you acting like you don't know what your name is. You've been trying to fight it for ages. Ages, oh. If it's something that you want, it should make me your girl. If it's something that you want, baby, come and share my world. If it's something that you want, baby, come and share my world, my world. If it's something that you want, baby, come and share my world. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Share my world. That's it.
Hey, hey,
I can't hear you guys.
Hey, listen.
That was
Did you see
lit.
us? We watching us, man.
We was vibes in. That was lit. That was
I'm
lit.
really glad you guys enjoyed it.
You played a couple of
Thank
my
you for
favorite
having me,
tunes.
okay?
Listen, let me read some of the comments, fam. So amazing. Wow. God damn.
Ishmael pulled out a couple of his dance moves and that.
Listen, Flora, that is crazy what you've done for us today, fam. Thank you.
Thank you so much for having me. I really appreciate it, guys.
That was lit, guys. Check her out. Flora, you got socials?
Yeah, it's Flora Core on my Insta. That's it.
She said it. Go and check her out on Instagram. Yeah. Do you put any of your singing on there?
Yeah, I have loads of mixes and mashups on my Instagram page, and hopefully more come in. So make sure everyone checks that out.
All right, thank you very much.
That was amazing. Thank you very much for coming on.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right, we're gonna go on to the next act now. Let me.
Who's the next act?
1 second. Bye, Flora.
Bye.
So once again, if you just have tuned in, this is a fundraiser, and we are raising money for Yemen. However, we also want to make you guys informed about what's actually happening in Yemen. So shall I spit some facts?
Go on, Ishmael.
So
we're like a fact book today, innit?
Listen, I got all them facts. But listen, I just want to say that this actually started before we was born, you know. So did you know that Yemen in 1991 united to become the modern day state of Yemen?
Yeah.
Did you know that?
No, I didn't.
It was the northern Yemen and there was a southern Yemen.
Okay.
So I'll let you guess, which one. So they were communist. One side was communist. Can you guess what side was communist or socialist?
Northern?
Nah, the southern bit was the southern bit. And till this day, like right now, the southern faction of Yemen, they want to do their own thing, and they still have remnants of Yemeni forces that worked with the Soviet. So once the Soviet Union did fall, that basically put together Yemen. Until this day, there are still a faction and still an actor in what's happening in Yemen.
I'm learning so much. I feel like I'm in school because I don't know half of this stuff. Okay, so the next act is Desiree. Desiree, I'm going to ask her how to pronounce it, but I hope that's right. She's a multi-award winning empowered poet. And yeah, I've seen a bit of her work and that. I showed Ishmael and a couple of my friends. And yeah, it was lit.
I remember that was the one where about the knife crime.
Yeah, the one that was like Z's and O's and
Z's and O's, yeah.
Yeah. Let's get her up.
Desiree, what's up? Can you hear us?
Yeah, I can. How are you guys?
We're not too bad. How are you doing?
I'm good. You guys are amazing at this. As Sal said, you guys are actually so good.
Oh, thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you. So yeah, I was just telling Ishmael, I've seen a bit of your work myself, and I was telling him about. So can you just tell us a bit about yourself?
Yeah, tell us. So Fosha and everyone be saying that you're award-winning, multi-award winning. So what type of awards are we dealing with here? Is it Grammy?
Well, I've done some poetry awards. I've done some theatre awards.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah.
So how long have you been doing poetry for?
Well, I've always been writing. I started like professionally being a poet in, I want to say 2017 maybe. Yeah.
That's good. That's amazing. Well, we can't wait to hear what you've got. So whenever you're ready,
take it away.
Thanks, guys. So I was recently commissioned to write this piece about basically what poetry is and like the tools poetry can have. And I thought this fit really well with the theme. It's called Call It Ours. We have done this before. Wiped sweat from our brows with hands covered in blood and called it poetry. Huddled our young around campfires, told them stories of darker times as we watched our skin grow pale and failed to remember what the sunlight looks like. And we called it poetry. But that is where our power lies. To make pictures out of breath, to feel stories in ink and call it poetry. Call it ours. This is not our first fight. This is not the first time we have had to use words to protect us in battle, or language as arms, poetry as our list of demands. This is not our first fight. And it might not be our last, but we have stories of those before us to remind us of our past, when Linton talked of youth scenes and how the policemen wrung them down, kick them ass and send them past an inept justice system. He told tales of the Brixton riots on a black rebellious night to remind us of an uprising. He gave us hope, strength, he gave us fight. From the poem, The Death of Joy Gardner, to chanting no justice, no peace. Both protests of the people, both a call for humanity. Grace Nichols' composition on the price we pay for sun, not the pictures on the postcards, but the island's flesh and blood. Jackie Kay talks of her country, yet being asked where she's from. We know that there's still wars we are fighting, still battles we have not yet won. But this is where our power lies. From the poem Half-Caste to chanting, I can't breathe. They have left us with a blueprint, and we call it poetry. Thank you, guys.
Oi, listen, I think that deserves a round of applause. I can't lie to you. That was mad.
And you know,
I feel like I'm biased because I just love her bars, but you know what is, isn't it?
But you know what I think one of the most important bits that you've said in your poem, you know, it's the power of poetry, it's the power of words.
But it's the power of like this, like just us organizing, us getting together. It's like as much as it is poetry, it's us congregating to do poetry. Us
organizing
all together and fighting for something. That's why what you guys are doing is amazing. You guys saw something that you wanted to change and did what you can to change it. And that's like so much to be said for all of us. Like, what can we all do? So like, if anyone should be clapping, it should be us for you guys, because like, thank you.
You're the talented one.
Listen,
Desiree.
we're just showcasing you lot, innit? You lot are the talent. We're just here talking. But yeah, thank you very much for that. Do you have socials anywhere we can find you on? I feel like people need to hear more of
I'm
you.
on Facebook, Desiree Poetry, and Instagram and Twitter, Desi, which is DEZZIIE_.
You heard that here, guys. So just make sure you check her out. If you need to hear that again, once the video is finished, just go back, have a little listen just to get the spelling right. And then, yeah, check her out. Thank you very much for that. Honestly, that was amazing.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you. Take care. Enjoy the rest of your day. Bye-bye. Okay. We're going to try Sal again.
Let's have a look.
So, guys, we're going to go back to Sal. and see if that little what was it?
What you saying, Sal? Little
Internet technical error.
technicalities. It's all a technical.
Technical error. 1 second.
What's up? Saliha is connecting to audio and can't hear you yet. So that's what's happened. Sal, you did not connect to audio.
Turn your mic on, and then we should be able to hear you.
Well, if it was as easy as that.
So, Rob, how much money are we making so far?
So can you hear
250.
us?
Guys, keep pushing. We're on 254. Keep pushing whilst we
Sal,
get
I think
Saliha.
you're unmuted now.
Hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Talk
All
again.
right.
Oh my god, finally.
Okay,
So
I was
perfect.
such a struggle.
So let's do this. Whenever you're ready, yeah?
Cool. Yeah. So I've written a bedtime story for everybody. Once upon a time, there lived a man who in his garage, with the help of his parents, built an empire that brought him fortunes beyond what you could imagine. The world revelled in glee as they no longer had to travel. The glory of the Amazon was at their fingertips, and all it took was 3 taps on a magic rectangle to receive whatever their heart desired. For a special fee, it would appear the very next day. Books and sweets and shoes and lamps and music and paint and creams and rouge, everything just within reach. And the man swam in his gold. Midas was envious. His fingers missed their touch, but this man, he made money by the second. Soon people started losing their jobs. The harvest failed, the milk child, and hope was wearing thin. But the man grinned, watching from his high tower as people in Yemen ate leaves, as black lives continued to be taken, as indigenous women relentlessly were kidnapped as the world was overcast in an austere smog. Breathing became difficult. Despair roamed free. A virus determined what was to be or not to be, but the man sat, eating feast dipped in gold, smiling because the world was at his feet. 32. He continued all the pain, but simply didn't want to. Now starvation makes one weak, but strength in numbers picks us up, and the masses of the world had simply had enough. So they climbed his ivory tower with cutlery in their holsters, brandished with utensils for roasting and carving. With paprika and pepper, they prepared a special dish dipped in gold, and no one was ravenous again. And they lived happily ever after. Could you hear me that time?
No.
Okay.
What
Yeah,
an
I can hear you now.
amazing little fairy tale.
Thank you very much for that. We had a little bit of an issue at the end, but it brought itself back. And no, it was fine. It was fine. We
Basically,
did
the
hear it.
people eat the man because he's too rich.
Okay, we got the moral of the story then. Thank you very much for that. Honestly, that was very interesting.
Thank
very
you
amazing.
for calling me back again.
No worries. Thank you for
Sorry
sharing.
about
Thank you for sharing your love of fairy tales with us. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right.
What kind of fairy tale is eating a rich man?
Listen, relax in it. She likes fairy tales in it. I'm trying to.
And just a quick plug again, like if you're interested in writing poetry, then both me and Desiree do workshops. I do on Tuesday, Desiree does it on a Thursday. So if you like what you hear and you want to write something,
So where can
come along.
What do they have to do? Come along where?
So if you go to the Empowered Instagram, there should be like some information over there about how to join. But you can find me on Instagram as well, and message me or Desiree
Tell us your
for more
Insta, then.
information. Oh,
she broke up.
Okay, no worries.
Technical error.
Thank you very much.
At
my
Empowered
poetry account, which
Slough.
is s.h.
And
and at Empowered Slough.
Okay, so if you could just comment it in the comment section because it was breaking up a little bit.
That's a great idea. That was a lot
So
easier.
just check out on the comments, guys. Because
Alright.
yeah, technical error and that.
All right, no
All
worries.
right,
Thank you
take
very
care,
much, sir.
guys.
Hadid.
Good
Take
talk.
care.
Thank you
Yeah.
so much. Take care. Bye bye.
So,
Bye.
Last but not least.
so this is a very special person indeed. So this is going to be Nate, the greatest voice in Slough. He
That's a big
played
title.
he played Simba in The Lion King, you
Okay,
know,
he deserves a title, I
and
guess.
he toured the UK as Marvin Gaye.
Okay, guys.
So let's see what Nate is all about, Nate. Yo, what's up, Nate?
Best singer in Slough. Wait. We can't hear you. Oh, unmute him. We need to get with this technical stuff, honestly.
What you saying, Nate?
Hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. Can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you guys.
So what's up, man? So you're another Slough local, yeah? Born and bred?
Born and bred, yeah.
So you're the greatest voice that Slough's ever made. How do you feel about that title? Yo, we didn't quite catch that. Did you catch that?
No, I didn't catch that.
Can you hear me better now?
Yeah, it's a bit better now.
Do you want to try speaking again?
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear you now. That's much better.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
So yeah, just tell us a little bit about yourself. When did you get into singing? How long have you been singing? And just we want to know a little bit more about you.
I don't know. What do you guys want to know?
So I heard that you've played Simba in The Lion King.
Mm-hmm.
So how was that?
It was amazing. Last year, 6 months.
So what was that? Was that The Lion King as in the theater, or Lion King in the
Yeah,
okay.
Production.
Okay.
Listen, we want to hear what you've got, and guys, this is the best voice in Slough, so let's just give it up for Nate.
Let me know if you guys can hear me though when I start.
We'll let you know.
Can hear you.
Can you hear me now? Okay, cool. I was born by the river in a little town. Oh, just like the river. And it's been a long time coming, but I know the change gonna come. Oh, yes, it is. It's been too hard living, but I'm afraid to die. I don't know what's happening. You're on the star. It's been a long time, but I know she's my baby. Oh, yes, I'm going to it. When I go downtown, I go downtown. Somebody will say, why don't you, why don't you hang around? It's been a long time coming, but I know.
When I go to my brother, I said, brother, please. Let me wise up, not to me. Right back down on. Oh, baby, me. There's a time when I thought I would last long. Now I think I'm able to handle. It's going a long time, but I know that a change I said a
Yo.
1 second. Are we off mute? Listen.
Wait.
Quickly. I need to get up.
Hey, yo, man like Nate, you know. Man like Nate, you know. Is that you, yeah?
That was amazing.
Thank you very much. I wasn't sure if it was like distorting in places, so I was like,
hey, but what that was Otis Redding, innit?
Sam Cooke.
Sorry?
Sam Cooke.
Oh, Sam Cooke.
You don't even know the singer.
But I thought that was Otis Redding, man.
Yourself.
No, a lot of people say it's Otis Redding, but yeah, it's just...
Hey, what?
Listen, that was amazing. You deserve that title. You deserve it. Best singer in Slough.
We want another song though.
Please, come on. Just one more.
Yeah. How was the volume though? Was it okay?
Yeah, the volume was nice. Good. The volume was very good. And okay, your vocals were even better.
I kind of want to do songs which are like, fit into what you guys are. This is amazing, by the way, what you guys are doing. So, big up to you guys.
Thank you. Thank you for helping us out.
No, it's a pleasure to be a part. So this little one, I'm going to do a medley, and I want you guys to really like listen to the lyrics.
Go on, we're just gonna put you on. So we're just gonna put you on full screen. Just bear with us for unos momentos, por favor.
Ready? Perfect. All right. Okay, this song goes ready. Was to it's far too love you. You
know that to bring some love here today. We don't need to escape. The song says, God is left the answer. So on the left hand, you know that to bring some love right today. The lights seems the sights seems the punishment, the brutality. Don't talk to me so you can see what's going on. What's going on? Oh, what's going everybody's you have to change simply because our head wrong. You know we've got to find a way to bring some love right here today. I said, pick it up. Don't you punish me with brutality. Come on, doctor. Say you see what's going on. Yeah, what's going on? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? I'm gonna do this a little bit of this next one, which means when I can't take away when I can't street. What you gonna do and have to face responsibility? You spend your days and nights in the field with yourself comes a man to never you. You already know how much it's just so much pain and misery. This process. Everything has got to get better. That's the same. Everything has got to get better. Everything has got to get better. Everything has got to get better. Another trouble and trials, another tribulation, another poverty. Everything is good to get better. Everything is
the change is gonna come. So the is gonna come.
Absolutely amazing.
Thank you, guys.
That was absolutely amazing. Wow.
I mean,
What a
listen,
talent you have.
you're amazing.
Thank you very
I don't
much.
have any other words for it apart from you're amazing. You had me doing that
Yeah, but we were just
in my zone, like
yeah,
trying
we were
to
in
drop
our
the ad-libs and that.
exactly. But what was the lyric that you kept saying? Is that
thank
everything will
you.
be everything will get better, everything changes, change is gonna come, everything's gonna be better. All themes that people in Yemen are hoping for, and that's what they have. They've got hope that tomorrow will be better than what they have today.
100%.
It's coming. Good time.
You basically just summed up our whole message. So thank you so much for that. We really appreciate it.
Thank you
You're
for having me,
amazing. Do you have
guys.
socials? Is there anywhere we can find you? Because I'm definitely going to check you out. I don't know about everyone else in the comments. They're probably screaming for you right now.
Thank you. Yes, I'm Nate Simpson Live on Instagram, so it's Nate Simpson Live, Twitter, Facebook, everything. So yeah, thank you. And yeah, again, you guys have done an amazing job, and yeah, this is a very, very needed cause. It's like it's not really been spoken about as much as it should have been. So
yeah,
Slough's finest talent. That's what they're saying. Magnificent, Mr. Nate. What a true gift.
Listen, your talent is amazing. You deserve that title. Well deserved. At the beginning, when I first heard it, I was like, that's a big title, you know. But now after hearing it, I'm gonna be rooting for you too with that title.
Thank you. Yeah, hit me up, guys, and I'll reach you guys back on social. So
I'm defo gonna check you out. Thank you very much for that. Yeah, take care.
My guy. So, yep. So now we're coming to near enough to close. We've got around 15 minutes left.
It's the end of that's it.
That's it.
We're done, guys.
Everything's done.
I just want to know how much we've raised very quickly. So it's at 254. It's going to be open for the next couple of days. So make sure that you donate. Make sure that you try and donate as much money as you can, even as much, as little, whatever. Post it on your socials. Watch it back. I'm going to go home and watch it back. And
I just need to say one more thing, Fozia. Just one more thing before we all close off.
Yeah.
And this is really important because, the reason why we came down today is because we just wanted change. We wanted to see life in a better place. And we, as the youth, I think we need to really understand what's happening in Yemen. And, most of the actions that have been taken and most of the events that transpired, they happened before that we were even born, So it's our duty.
Yeah.
It's our duty, all of us as the next generation, not to only right the wrongs of the past, but to understand that we are all together as one in the struggle for a just and more peaceful world.
Definitely.
And thank you very much, guys, for tuning in. £250 we managed to raise in 3 hours. We saw all the amazing talent available in Slough for us.
Yeah.
And I hope this has been an informative, entertaining, and fun evening.
Yeah.
From XOF and from New Focus Youth, we'd like to say a big thank you to everyone who has supported us. My name's Ishmael Musa once again, and
my name's Fozia. I just want to very quickly thank the sound engineer as well.
Yeah, that's man like Matt.
Listen,
we gotta give him a shout out. He started everything. Do you see how everything was so smooth?
Yeah,
that's because of Matt.
That's all down to Matt, even though he was making a couple mistakes and that. Thank you very much.
Listen, and we got to shout out one other guy as well, Mr. Rob.
Mr. Rob.
He's a very helpful guy, top guy, and this was all his idea, putting everything together. And we'd like to all thank Rob.
Yeah, thank you, Rob, for getting us involved with this. And guys, honestly, make sure you donate. Make sure you check out what's happening in Yemen. Go on YouTube, try and educate yourself. Just try and find out exactly what's going on and see what you can do to help. But thank you very much for having us. Thank you for tuning in. And it's a wrap, man.
Thank you very much.
Take care.
Bye-bye.
Boop, 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 boop. Listen. Congratulations, brother.
Congratulations.